Close with Homer segment.
Our guest today, Dan Fitzgerald.
How you doing?
I'm doing fine. The question is, how are you? Could write a book on college basketball. Your experiences. You started at Tulane, and now you're finishing at Marquette. So, give everybody the big picture of college basketball as someone who's seen it from a couple different places.
Mm-hmm. Well, it's fun. I definitely think I could write a book. It's a lot of fun. I've grown a lot. I've changed a lot in these last 5 years. I've been through a lot of different things. Some good times, a lot of great times, but some tough times too. But it's all part of it, and that makes you a great person, and you're able to handle anything when you leave Marquette basketball. That's for sure.
Just imagine I'm a high school recruit, and I come up to you and say, Dan, you played here, you played somewhere else. Give me the one tip. Tell me something that will make my experience in college basketball better, or I'll understand what I'm about to go through.
Well, I just think you have to understand, what you're getting into, and it's something that you're going to learn a lot from. I mean, you learn a lot about yourself. And a lot about basketball. Obviously, it's a much different game than in high school and when you're younger and just kind of playing for fun. And I always talk with my dad about how in middle school, you could play a game. You play 3 games in one day in a tournament. In between games, have a Coke and some Skittles, and you're ready to go. So it's a lot different now. Obviously,
it's a commitment. Basketball,
it's a big
school,
commitment.
and it's your life.
Yeah, but it's fun. It's a fun life. I have to be honest. I mean, it's tough. Nothing in this world that's good is easy, but I wouldn't change it for the world.
Let's look at that banner there. 3-point field goal percentage. Number 5, Dan Fitzgerald. Now that's before this season. You may have moved up.
I'm moving up. I don't know the exact numbers, but I'm hoping to beat that this year. And man, I don't know if Steve's number is going to be beat, but that's certainly a great statistic, and I'm glad to be up there.
It's what you do well. Is it what you pride yourself on? Is there an area of the game that you are most proud of when you do it well?
I am. Well, that is the thing that I'm best at, and Coach is always talking about throwing your fastball. So that's my fastball, and I'm very proud of it.
I think it's big shot Dan, left corner Dan. What are the different versions?
Those are the two. Those are the two I've heard. Most.
Coach have one?
His is the left corner Dan, or corner Dan, or whichever one he wants to use, and he has a lot of nicknames for all of us, good and bad. So that's a good one to hear. That's a good one to hear.
I won't ask for the bad ones. Do you think about the shots? You've hit some big shots. Is it some games you're more comfortable, some games you don't feel it, you don't think about it? What's
the best? You're shooting the best when you're not thinking about it. So I try just to let it go.
The kick out, Fitzgerald, 3 from the corner.
What a finish by Marquette! Huge bucket by Dan Fitzgerald in the corner.
Yeah, I don't know how I kept shooting that, because in actuality that's not a very good basketball shot. I mean, it's
the toughest.
It's a tough one, and if you miss it, they're going on the other end for a fast break, because there's not a lot of rebounds that don't go flying this way towards their basket. So if you miss, it's not a very good shot to miss. So
you'll shoot some on the wing. I don't remember you shooting many at the top. Is that just because of your position with the team?
I think so. I mean, this year was the first year that I think I really started to shoot that corner shot, and Coach likes to play out of the corners. For me, he always talks. For me, he'll allow me to shoot those, but for most of the team, and even me, a lot of times we need to, when we get it in the corner, we need to work out of it and drive that a lot. So that's what he talks about. But I don't know how he allowed me to shoot it.
But let's go, deep shot Dan into the left corner, Dan.
All right, putting me on the spot. We call this the drift. When any guy from the corner, or from the wing or the corner drives the ball baseline, there's always got to be a guy in the drift.
Now, you think there was pressure against Seton Hall. That's nothing like the pressure on the Tom Crean show.
Oh, man, jeez.
Without practice.
My hands are sweaty and everything.
Bounce pass?
Chest pass.
Always wanted to be Wesley Matthews. Deep shot, Dan. 4-3.
There we go. Good pass.
You thought
good pass leads to a good shot.
It's always a pass.
Always.
So I can take credit.
Yep.
Well, thanks. It's been great to have you here. Dan Fitzgerald.